Alright. Alright, what's up, internets? I think you should be able to hear me good now. I have to turn everything on in the computer in the other room. Then I run into here and set it up in here. Afternoon, gentlemen. How we doing, Afro? How we doing? Can you hear me good? Can you be my audio check man? I'm just opening up the stream on my phone. Hey, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's working well. Alright. Alright, I got it pulled up. My mom's sharing it with all her friends right now, so we're about to have a bunch of new viewers on YouTube. Shout out to all of you. You want to here, we'll do it. It's super casual. This is Momma. This is Momma. Everybody right here. Jeanette is her name. How would you introduce yourself, Momma?
No, you can say that. Bailey's Momma.
Bailey's Momma.
Would have always been Bailey's Momma.
Yeah, yeah. The fun fact is, Bayley is my mom's last name, and I got given Bayley as a first name. So that's one of the founderies of being called Bay, because everyone doing Bayley.
Yeah.
But, so I got to do the theatrics part, and then we can break the ice here and just get to it. Alright, we'll do this camera. Okay, what's up, internets? What's up, internets? Welcome to March Madness. This is like the day 12, I think. We wanted to bring a bunch of variety and test out new formats. As you can see, I got a unique approach on the cooking stream deal that I wanted to like add my own spice to. And if this works, we'll bring some homies over and we'll have like more of a chaotic, fun time. But for now, I figured a good way, since we're trying to foster community and I want to bring you into like my life and all the creative stuff I do, figured who better than to bring my mother. So right now, any stream donations through Twitch, they're just kind of going, they're going to go to getting my mom back. Maybe we'll make something a little nicer next time, we'll see. And otherwise, you know what it is. Appreciate you coming by, and I'm done with all the theatrics, so okay. What is the dish that got you through college? That is what I was coming up with. The dish that got me through college is I've got these good old potatoes. What I used to make, it's called potato hash. So all you kind of do is you fry up a bunch of things in a pan together. And when you add this all up, because all you need is potatoes, a red pepper, onion, a bit of garlic, a bit of spinach, and all these together are like $10. And you can make probably 3 meals out of it if you really wanted to. Right? So then you're paying like $3 a meal. And likely, like if you're shopping for a bunch of friends or yourself in the long term, you're gonna have a whole stack of onions already, a whole stack of things already prepared, so that cuts down further on your food costs. Like i.e. this bunch of spinach that I got right here, I'm already going to use a whole other bit of it. The spinach was $2. I'm gonna use a quarter of it, so that's like literally 50 cents worth of spinach, right? Saving that money. Yeah, the quick hash, yeah. Yeah, no memes. I wonder why I like the hash. You wanna get it?
Yeah.
You get it?
This falls under the category of I want to know, but I don't want to know.
No, that's why you're here. You're supposed to expose me. But so first, I'm gonna start with dicing up the potatoes, which you guys can watch me do here, and then my mom's going to tell me. My mom's gonna. Yeah, how I'm doing it wrong. And then, so actually, you know what I'll pick your brain about? We could do it right here as we debate. What I was trying to think about is like what type of like knife skills or kitchen skills could we teach people? We don't have to do it this time, but I think that also might be useful.
Sharp knife.
Sharp knife, like someone was telling me that I should do full tutorial on like little fingies and how to curl your fingies. This one sucks though, I hate this.
My knife.
What's with this jagged edge?
I can't help it, I'm married to somebody who did that.
It's got a whole lump in it.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
I sharpened this.
Other people I live with take my cooking equipment.
I sharpened that on your on the stone you got me, so it should be okay. I'll try it first with these potatoes. You can use your big knife with the other stuff.
Well, specifically onions, because onions are slippery. You must have a sharp knife for onions.
Okay, then we'll use yours for onions. Let me give this guy a go. Just don't cut your hands. Master Chef on stream. That's yeah. I'm thinking that that's what we run with is some sort of like. If you notice, my fingers like I'm kind of holding. When you hold the potato, you want your fingers curled. So then, if your knife comes down on your finger, it like hits the fingernail. So ideally, it's a little less like risky to get dangerous there.
So I get to jump in and do the mom thing?
Yeah. What's up?
Number one thing, make a flat surface of a round object. Always.
Yeah,
If you're
isn't that
new-
what it
No,
is?
but I'm just saying, for
Oh.
new people, right? You got a round potato. The first thing you do is cut a piece to make it flat, and then you have a flat, stable
Surface to work with.
surface. Yeah.
Yeah. 5 head, very 5 head. So 5 head means like smart because you got a big forehead. Yeah.
Well, you got it from somewhere.
Well, it is funny because it applies a little bit to me, but like this thing, that little cutting stone you got me, it's really cute. I like it a lot, and it worked out well.
It was top of the line.
I would like to get the finer grit one so that I could go full fancy, but even with that medium grit, like it made all my knives nice and sharp.
Well, it was supposed to be an all-purpose one.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I looked it up a bit too. We might not need to do all 5. I think I got too many potatoes.
Are you using the eggs? Because you did not mention the eggs.
So the eggs are also, then that's the luxury addition to the college recipe, right? The eggs are just kind of like, I want the protein. So if you happen to have enough money to have eggs, you just throw them in the pan and scramble them up after and mix it in like a stir fry.
But then if you're talking protein, it could be a can of tuna for $1.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I
Right?
got
A
him.
can of, they make canned ham, which doesn't sound appetizing, but it is a protein.
I was about to do the canned ham to show that off today, but I thought you can't have, it's got preservatives, doesn't it?
That's, I mean, a
Yeah,
little
this is
bit.
so it's seasoned chunky chicken breast. It's some like Last of Us zombie survival food,
Yeah.
but you can like make it taste good. So if you're hurting, it helps out. And hey, hi Tim, nice to see ya. Shout out Timothy, the provider.
Timothy's the one who put the dent in my knife.
The larger camera be lagging.
Okay.
I think maybe could be a lighting issue, so maybe we'll light you up here a bit better. Let's see, this should help you out. I think it's trying to adjust for the low lighting and unhappy. But we'll see. Keep me updated, please, Afro.
Which is the larger can?
This one.
That guy?
It's because I have it cheatered. I have I'm fine talking about tech on stream. I have this hooked up to the laptop, and I have the laptop streaming the webcam over to the big one. Because I could, but I have to spend, you can get an extension cable that's like multiple feet long. That's like 20 feet long, but it's an unnecessary like $50. Gnarly has setups for his setups. Bro, I got to this point by MacGyvering everything. So like I've got a complete setup, but by no means is it like a pro streamer setup. I've just finagled the amount of different cable adapters I have. Like to get all these guys out, I have like 4 aux cables tied together to go to the bedroom.
Well, it's your studio.
Exactly.
Not too many people have their studio in the kitchen.
And that's what it's meant for. And so I feel blessed. I feel very blessed, and that's like part of why I wanted to do this stuff. I wanted to share this with people and share all the knowledge that I have, you know what I mean? But so what's your main philosophy with food, Mom? I know food is like a big thing for you, and it's not necessarily about like eating healthy, but what do you prioritize when you're trying to feed yourself?
Cost is one. Ease of making it. There's no point in getting fancy and following all fancy recipes. I mean, you can make things taste good very simply. So it gets complicated if you're trying to watch all the fancy cooking shows.
Yeah. So rather, what if you are watching the fancy cooking shows? What are you taking from them as you watch it?
Well, instead of buying fancy ingredients, think about how you can get similar flavors on what you already have.
Okay, so like if you're watching someone make like a fancy ass jambalaya, you're not necessarily looking to get all the shrimp and the extra bits, but you're paying attention like, okay, sausage,
Smoky
paprika.
flavor, umami flavor, love that word, umami. You know, you want that savory, salty flavor, so that's what you're working towards. Or if they're saying a sweet spicy, then think of honey or brown sugar or molasses.
Okay, yeah. Hey, what's good, Aleem? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And have fun in the forest, Tim. Let those trees speak to you and enjoy nature. Loving the blend here. Bop, bop, bong, bong. Aleem. Yeah, I feel like I think one of the most valuable cooking lessons, like the palate lessons that you guys taught me was that umami flavor. Like I guess we didn't really have a word for it, but
No.
you were really strong on like adding the chili powder and the paprika, so it's not necessarily spicy, but it's got a depth of flavor to it.
Well, don't tell your dad, but the spice that I took from him was oregano. You can use that for almost everything.
Yeah, and then even as part of the thing, I've only got budget spices here, so I'm trying to show that I don't have like a cabinet full of crap. I have hand-me-downs.
But neither do I. I don't have a big cabinet full of spices.
You kind of do, but we don't use it like that. You're right.
Yeah.
Paprika is my main star. I use a lot of
Depends what
paprika.
kind of paprika.
And that's something, that's true. A lot of people don't know that, and then they'll get like a Mexican paprika, and it's just spicy.
Yeah.
I want the Ukrainian one, you know? Ukrainian one's all smoky. So we're gonna fire up this pan. We're gonna get the potatoes going and then chop on the other stuff. We're gonna have to play with the temp of this stove. And
Now, are you using olive oil or?
I'm using
Canola.
I'm using olive oil because it's all I have. And that's what I'm doing the whole showing off. Well, you gotta use what you got, but ideally you wanna use canola
No,
oil.
not necessarily.
It's got a high, this one's too low of a smoking temp for taters because you're gonna be cooking the
But it
taters.
doesn't make it unhealthy for you.
No.
It'll just give it a different flavor. Like this, canola oil has less flavor. That's a lot of oil.
That is a lot of oil. You were distracting me, okay? It's my first time here. Give me a break, and it's a rental kitchen, so it's going there. Razzing me already.
That's my job.
That's what I had a kid for.
Yeah.
Let me just give it away.
Well, that and carrying things.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I got these arms.
What's wrong with your arms?
I have big arms, good arms. I'm carrying all this
I
stuff
thought you
for
were
you.
going to make reference to them being short.
Is a beanie a good chef's hat? Hey, man, many kitchens that I've worked in, I've been rocking the beanie, and it's actually
You
not
just have to
that.
have a hat on. Health
Yeah.
code says a hat.
Yeah.
We're not in a professional kitchen. We're in Bailey's kitchen.
Giga Chad's been in the gym. What you making? We're making a potato hash today. I'm trying to show how simple the ingredients are. You just cut up some potatoes, pepper, onion, garlic, throw it in a pan, let it cook for a minute. For me, I like to add spinach because then you get your iron and the natural proteins. And then we were just talking about what other things you can put in it. In this case, I put eggs in at the end. But you could do like canned ham, canned veggies. You could even do canned beans if you want to.
For protein, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a protein rich.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to diversify where I'm getting my protein
And
sources
frozen
from at the
spinach
moment.
is really inexpensive, and because it's frozen, you're going to get twice as much spinach for $2. So that's always a go-to. Always have a package of frozen spinach in your freezer.
I always have a backup one at my at-home freezer, but if I can, I prefer it. I don't mind eating the shoots as well. I think the big waste is a lot of people take these
And
spinach packages, they take this and they cut all this off and don't eat it, and there's a lot of nutrients in these stems as well. And if you're frying it, doesn't matter. It gets all mush anyways. It's it's hard to judge. It kind of.
just sprinkle the smack of water on there. No, we're not ready.
And then I gotta put the little tin thing on top maybe to cover it, but I don't really have a good pan cover. I've got like a oven pizza tray that I usually just throw
No,
a
I
pizza
think
tray on
got
top.
it. Got it. That works.
Yeah. How you doing, Aleem? What's your day looking like for you, bud? Yeah, this is cool. I like the little kitchen format. I like the setup.
Not bad for a tiny little kitchen.
Yeah, and you can see it on here. That's what it looks like to them. Cool. Look at us.
Yep. When you put water and it splatters just a bit, then it's ready.
Oh yeah. So that's another chef trick, but you also have to be aware. If you don't know what you're doing, if the pan's ripping, you could start a fire if you're not careful. But if you got a pan full of oil and you know what you're doing, you can get like a couple droplets of water on your finger. You flick it in the pan, and if it bubbles, then that means the oil's ready, because it contrasts with the water. But if you flick it in and nothing happens, then your pan's not ready. I'm chilling, working on music in a bit, and writing, rewriting, having to plan my workshop too. I know. Next week I'm going to spend some serious time thinking about what I'm going to say to them participants. I'm excited for it. Been thinking about it a lot. So I just drop these potatoes in. Let's see, I don't want to make a big splash because this is the kitchen. I know, okay. I overcut potatoes and I'm pretty starving, so I'll likely eat all the potatoes. But that is too many potatoes, you're correct. And I always save them for later.
Got a microwave.
Then save a few of the eggs that I got, I'll leave them here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll spare some of the taters. One more a bit. Let's spare the rest. So then the other pro tip, if you ever got leftover potatoes already cut, bowl, water, and they stay okay for a bit. You gotta add some salt. I add some salt, but I don't think you have to.
No, potatoes are good absorbers, so whatever flavors you have, they're gonna absorb it.
So just throw some salt in that thing. I'm trying to get certain words like that out of my vocabulary. Yeah, Liam. Thank you for catching that, though. That's kind of jokes.
What's that?
He's laughing at the B word catch. Noted. Don't overcut. Yeah. Yeah, yo, Liam, when you start doing mixed stuff, I definitely want to talk about doing some sort of music stream. I set up my record player. I can plug it into my computer now, and I think we can have some like fun times, like playing old records that might not get caught on copyright. That's what I think. What type of music are you into lately, Mom?
Nothing particularly. Nothing new, put it that way.
Nothing new?
No, still listening to the old iPod from the cafe.
Cool. Whatever. Classic rock. It is what it is. I don't think there's a lot in modern music that would like tickle your fancy, as it were.
No, I hear about it, but
Yeah, let's throw a paper towel in there. Mixing and mastering would be dope. Hacker Man's no copyright. We're waiting for her album to release. Hey, what's good, Wiffles? Wiffles, this is Raza. Wiffies! Wiffles 69, because Raza's mature, Mom. Yeah.
well, I'm not, so somebody has to.
Yeah!
Can you tell why are you putting paper towel in here?
Okay, so I was putting the spinach away. As you saw, I put paper towel in the bag. You know how when you get like leafy veg and sometimes it's really annoying because you take it out of the fridge and it's all gunky and gross? The way to solve that is you throw a little piece of paper towel on top of the spinach and it absorbs the moisture, so it'll make it last about a week or a week and a half longer as long as you maintain it right. So it's just rough chop, I'm not doing anything fancy. My knife's too tiny though, I'll give you that. Fine. Fine.
Doesn't like my knife. You better like your thumb's in the way. Your thumb is in the way.
And then you're always going to want way more spinach than you think you need. The spinach like shrinks when you cook it. So although this looks like half the cutting board, it goes to like that small almost. And then we'll do a roll switch up if you want, Mom, and you can cut up the onion. That way you like, and I'll watch the taters for you.
Spatula?
I did. Here we go. Shout out Aline for the spatch. questions for my mom. What's your 3 favorite classic rock songs?
I don't know. Well, I used to, because
You used to listen to a lot of who?
Four Non-Blondes.
Okay.
What's Up? I like that song.
Say that again. Four
Four
what?
Non-Blondes.
4 Non-Blondes. Okay.
What's Up?
What's Up? All right.
That's one.
Raza is here for 2 minutes and already starts roasting. He's saying that I'm a pleasure to work with. And we have Ryan Oakes saying hello and checking in.
Ryan Oakes?
Yeah.
That could be Shannon.
Shout out Shannon and fam. Thank you guys for stopping by. Welcome to the Internet Club.
The whole thing or half an onion?
Okay, so that for normal people, I would prescribe half an onion.
Prescribe?
Yeah, prescribe. For a Bayley who's Ukrainian, we're doing a whole onion, please and thank you.
You're a quarter Ukrainian.
Yeah. Ukrainian enough. It's probably the strongest food gene in me. I find it influences my palate a lot. It's a pretty dope track.
Ask Shannon what her favorite rock song is.
Shannon and Ryan say that potatoes sound phenomenal. And, sorry, asking what?
What their favorite rock song is.
Aleem?
Shannon.
Oh, Shannon? Shannon, my mom wants to know what your favorite classic rock song is. The chat was asking us. Yeah, nice to see that stream worked well for you too, Raza.
Right now?
What, onions?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's throw the onions in. Woo! And I'm the klutzy one.
No, you're not. You ride a skateboard. There's no way I could ride a skateboard.
Ryan Oakes, Hungry Like the Wolf is their favorite classic rock song. I like how Gnarly raises his voice to answer as if we were in another room. Alright, then I'll chill a bit. I thought you guys might not be able to hear me over the potatoes, so I was over enunciating. You just put these guys in a pan and you keep stirring, bro.
Yeah, that's about it. You start adding spices if you want them.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll show them. That's what she looks like.
Like a little police. How's that for Old Rock?
Police? Police is a good call. Potatoes cooking greater than Gnarly talking to us. Noted. Keep stirring. Yes. Yeah, you got to keep stirring because it's also, I'm on a budget thing. If you're using rich people pans, it's not as big a worry. This is like an old value plan.
Tell me, who has rich people bands?
I have some nice rich people pans that might go home.
Garlic powder?
Yes, and well, we are putting normal garlic in it.
Okay, never mind. Do you have oregano? The spice.
I have Italian spice. Let's use that.
Yeah, but that's got basil and paprika.
Yeah, but it's
Or
okay.
basil and parsley. Yeah, no, oregano is the universal
It's
spice.
primarily oregano.
A little rosemary in there.
Is that that big of a detractor for you?
No, it's up to you. It's your potatoes.
Are you going to be satisfied with it?
I would eat it.
Okay. What the hell? Rich people pans are like those steel pans, you know, the ones that are like the fancy tin one, the ones that you see in all the TVs and movies. You know what I'm saying?
Do I get to give you a dig at this point?
What?
I gave you a fancy Lagostina pan and you put oil in
It's
it.
here. It's still here. I still got it.
No, that's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's the Lagostina?
Yeah.
And look what you did to it.
I know, but it still works. It's fine. It's a good pan.
It was a good pan, but you were using it to deep fry in.
I was. I didn't have a lot of pans. Yeah, Ross is like, get his ass.
Ready for peppers?
Yeah, pepper me.
Garlic goes in last. Why is garlic going last?
Garlic goes in last because garlic burns, and if you burn the garlic, you can taste it through the
It gets
dish.
bitter.
Yeah, it gets bitter.
You ever everybody knows your dad's a chef, right? And I shouldn't be the one teaching you how to cook.
Yeah, but also my dad doesn't pull through with anything in life, so I'm not gonna expect that. I got a video of him cooking lobsters, but then I was like, oh, I also don't want to post this because now I feel bad because it's a video of us cooking lobsters.
Why would you feel bad?
I'm kind of the lobsters are the ones that's getting me for animal cruelty. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about throwing these live suckers in pots and shit.
Yeah, when they're live, when they're screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good pan. Welcome to MIM Cooking Show, where everyone roasts Bayley more than he does potatoes.
But it's fun.
Oh no, it is. This is the chat. I am the punching bag in the chat as well.
Half a red pepper.
I think I'm okay with half. If you want a whole, we can do a
half
whole.
it. So, red peppers are just a sweeter version of green peppers, right?
Yeah. So, oh, I'm raising my voice again. Green peppers can be a bit more tart. So the red peppers come out with a bit more juiciness and help give a break from the saltiness of everything
More
else.
sweetness. Yep.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep, throw it in. I'll mix it up and then I'll show them what it looks like. Rozzy's saying it's a lie. Rozzy's pretending like he actually treats me well now. Yeah. It's okay, it's how our relationship works. My past partners have described Rozza as my husband. Which is kind of funny. It's like, yeah, I come with the old ball and chain. Drag Rozza with you. But then wait, they haven't even met all my other friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys saw how fancy I got there? That's what it ends up looking like, you see? Turn this off for a second. Look how pretty that is.
Orange.
And then you just let that guy cook down another, like, I would say 15 minutes in this case, because the potatoes are probably undercooked still.
You could put water in it and put a lid on it for a minute if you want it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Half of it.
Just a touch. This thing is so unpredictable. It blasts up. Okay. Chef Flex, because they just saw me do the flip. Ryan Oaks says, damn. Yeah, I still got all the pan flips and all that. And then, so if you have like undercooked potatoes and you need to cheat, this is what you do for like curries. So people not cooking white people food would probably recognize this move. But you pour water in it and then you put a lid on it and the steam cooks the taters. You can't go fast.
College food 101.
And so if you're Russian too, I don't like it because it makes it too mushy, but if you need to make this in like 10 minutes, yeah, you just start with this, you put the potatoes in the pan, boil them right away.
Or microwave.
Well, I just dump the water in and you just kind of boil it and then start throwing everything in. It's not nearly as good though because the taste doesn't seep in.
Makes sense.
And then yeah, Rozza and Aleem are both like, hey, and Rozza's like, yeah, I do that with almost all the food I cook. Put the water thing in it when I was saying you have to be non-white people food. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Sensei. I appreciate how kind and inviting you are. Lots of new people on the YouTube, so I appreciate your friendliness. Pillar of the community, they say. Afro, I don't think you've met him, but I've been in a couple videos with him. You would have seen him in the past. Yeah. Switch. Roll switch. I'm going to do some garlic. So we got to let that cook about, what time are we at? 10 minutes? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and everybody, if you're just tuning in, let's drop some links. I'll drop some links in the chat here. It's March Madness. I'm one half of Marching into Madness. The other man's in the chat, Whiffles, is my friend Rozza, and together we create a variety of content on this network. Everything ranging from a movie club to podcast to your traditional Twitch gaming. And now you're seeing we're kind of opening our spectrums. I want to share all the wacky knowledge that I have, and Raza is an excellent games journalist who's always on the hustle, so he has some advanced insights on the new trends, and that's what he's trying to flex a little bit. So if you're interested in seeing more of this, we're on almost every single day this month. And if not, we know we're going to see you in the future. Now, I'm done the commercial babbling. Mom, how does it feel to be live on the internet?
No different than hanging out with you on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's good. That's how it should be. The me writing is off the charts. Aleem asked 5 questions for Bayley. This is the game. This is the way. Did I see the new Mando episodes yet? I seen the first one and the second one. If there's a third one, I haven't. Yeah.
No, you didn't tell us. You always tell us.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you this time. But yeah, it's just released. I've been caught up in the... Well, okay, yes, boss. Why, the lichen or whatever it's called? Alright, then we'll let it go. And 2 will be good. I'm being a Bayley if I want to put more.
Garlic's good for you. It's good for your immune system.
So is onions.
So is onions.
I found out that it's the same as eating apples, actually.
Yeah, onions and garlic.
So that's how all those babushkas keep kicking. Yeah, see the pan temps crazy on this? Can't do it, it's all stuck. You got it?
Yeah, a lot of the, like if you looked up like Hungarian immune recipe soups, things, they'd be loaded with garlic and onions.
Yeah, I think it's a good reason to go back and watch the old Star Wars properties to get a refresher while you're there. I think they're trying to build to like a big plot. They're tying in all the cartoons and the stuff, so this one's going to be a bit slow, but I think they're trying to somehow get everything away from the new era of films. Because if you notice, they even took the Kylo Ren mask out of the intro.
Why, is our Kylo Ren bad guy?
Kylo Ren is from the new movies, and the guys making the Mandos weren't involved in the movies and don't like the movies.
Okay.
So that's why all the storyline doesn't touch anything of the new movies. So a lot of people are suspecting that they're trying to make their own like timeline or story, like a completely separate thing. Yeah, but those are all nerd conspiracy theories. That's a hard one to gambit on for sure. Big hard gambit.
Oh, I wish I knew. How long has The Mandalorian been out?
I just started like a week or 2 ago.
Okay. Well, I haven't finished my Ride to Die or whatever it is you got me on.
Drive to Survive, F1. The season just started. We were playing last night. That was really fun. They low-key do a 3rd playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah. Good choice. I still haven't done it. Maybe I'll watch and sit through your playthrough.
Ready?
Spinach first, maybe?
Whatever you want.
Spinach
Your
first.
dish.
Spinach first. Good teamwork, kids. Good teamwork.
It's my plate.
What do you mean it's your plate? I got a whole stack of them.
Yeah, you from the cafe.
You think it's from the cafe?
I got about 40 at the cafe.
Those are the good dollar store ones, I think.
Yeah, they were my catering plates.
Yeah, I watched Boba Fett, and I think my mom did. You watched the Boba Fett one?
What one's that one? Give me a plot line.
Boba Fett takes over Tatooine. In the middle of it, there's like a couple Mando episodes. Baby Grogu, the Baby Yoda was training with Luke. And the Mandalorian got his new badass spaceship.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while ago, though. It's hard to remember.
Yeah, and a lot of people think it's bad, so you're kind of on the same train as everyone else without knowing it.
We liked it. I remember watching it, but it was so long ago.
Why can't you use beef stew as a password? Because it's not stroganoff. It's not that bad, fam. Welcome, Yam Yam Ref. Nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well. I got my mom's with me. We chefing it up.
This is almost ready.
Almost ready? Garlic?
Yeah. Salt and pepper?
I did salt and pepper it already.
Did you?
Yeah. Alright, internet. So as you see, that was like not that long of a dish. What time are we at for a stream? 25 minutes, yeah. 30-minute dish. You can make a whole pan of this for multiple people. If you got a whole house full of college kids, no problem. Easy peasy. Yeah, the new Mando came out. It's kind of interesting. It's just, yeah, they're going with the lore and teaching you more about the Mandalorians and all that stuff. Still really like the art style.
Oh,
but
that's
it's just
where
like big and bombastic.
there was like a school, like a town where they were training people. That one?
Yeah, I think so. House Ryan Shannon says, house full of college kids speaking to me, LMAO. Yeah.
Well, that is Ryan. I think Ryan is going to be moving in with a bunch of, like in his third year of university.
Yeah, and this is one of the ones, yeah. Throw this in a pan, easy peasy, 30 minutes, they're all fed. You got a gym bro, like I want eggs after, you just empty the pan, cook the eggs in the pan, done. I'm just doing scrambies, and I figure you might want one of them, but you don't want any of them?
Not a big egg.
Then I only want 2 of them, I don't need 3 myself. Second question, what are you looking forward to movie-wise for the summer? I don't know what's coming out.
What is coming out? We do want to see A Man Called Otto, although that's already out.
A Man Called Otto, and then they have that one coming out with Tom Hanks about the guy who made the nuclear bomb.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
That would kind of interest me, but it could be just propaganda. It's about Oppenheimer, about the guy who says, "I have become death, destroyer of worlds." Like he quotes the Bhagavad Gita or whatever. I think I said that wrong.
Yeah, there was a long time ago, there was a movie called Fat Man and Little Boy, and it was about the 2 bombs that were dropped.
Yeah, that's old. That's
But it was a good movie.
Early '90s, late '80s, or early '90s. Yeah, I've been really liking. Shout out our movie club. We got Movie Madness on YouTube and Spotify. If you want to hop in, we try to take a break and watch some movies and critically engage with them. You know, I was getting caught in the Marvel binging and the Netflix binging, so it's been good. It's been a good breather. Saw Bad Times at the El Royale. I would recommend that for you. It's a fun suspense one, but a little too violent again, actually, so maybe not.
Is that part of a series of
No.
movies? No.
Just a really good old school, like whodunit style. Nothing crazy. One location, not a bunch of action, like violence. So maybe not. Yeah, they're still complaining about the Mandalorian. I've been thinking about Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the cartoon series, a lot. I really like that. I'm excited to see what they do with the space whales and the Mando, because that means they have Ezra Bridger from Rebels coming in, which I kind of fuck with, but lots of Jedi now rather than just Luke. You done? You done? What type of utensils do you want to eat it with?
Fork, please.
Fork, please.
Although if you talk to Willow's a spoon.
Spoon? Spoon? I've been using chopsticks for like everything lately.
A little bit.
That's what I figured. Too much?
A little bit.
A little bit too much?
Yeah.
Can you put me on like a 3 on that pan so I can whip up some eggs? So we got first look. Need better lighting for these dishes. There you go.
Yeah.
Full of veg.
Well, food recipes are all about not having actual food, like when you see pictures.
Oh yeah.
Where's the garbage? Oh yeah.
Yeah, full of spinach, all that. You can throw out in it. I gotta take it out today anyways. Yep. So pretty happy with that. So we got 2 plates full. Just with that 30 minutes of cooking, right? After my mom cleans my pan, then I whip up some eggs in there and bingo bongo.
You want it clean, or is that okay?
That's okay, don't care. Again, shitty pan. Oh, I'm using that egg.
Apparently. It came out because it said eat me.
Yeah. Any sauces you'd put on that? You could be blasphemous and just have ketchup with it. The sweetness does contrast it well. Yeah, the eggs are for Jim Boy on the side. I need more protein. I can't just eat that. I've again opened. I'm open to alternative sources of protein, but eggs just are easiest for me, I find. So I'm just going for a quick scramby, so you just stir them right up. And sauces wise, I have like a gochujang sauce. I have like a Korean hot sauce in my fridge, and I'm probably going to use that for mine. But again, I just recommend good old ketchup for this. Because I'm Scarborough baby, I put hot pepper sauce on everything though. So if you got hot pepper sauce, I highly recommend. I like how tangy hot pepper sauce is in contrast to say like a Frank's. A Frank's just kind of like tastes like vinegar. Personally, I don't get how people like Frank's so much.
Hot sauce?
Yeah.
Well, basically, yeah.
Am I short a fork?
Well, you said you wanted chocolate.
Oh no, that's okay. Give me a fork. It's just baffling. Yeah, I know what you mean. And I like, some people can't handle hot pepper sauce. They think it's like if you have no spice tolerance, they think it's too hot. But if you have any spice tolerance, it's not at all.
It's too buttery.
I see that. It's a little buttery compared. Talking about Frank's, you talking about hot pepper sauce?
Frank's.
Yeah, Frank's way too buttery. I like it when you're turning it into buffalo wing sauce. That is when I
I
can
think
put
that's
up
what
with
it's
it.
meant for, right?
Yeah, that's the only time I can deal with it is when you turn it into buffalo sauce. Pan's not happy with the temp for my eggs. I feel like you're judging me.
Just eggs. Everybody's different. I like them really soft and runny, and other people like them really well done.
Ryan Oaks says, disagree, brother. Frank's is where it's at.
Oh, if you like buttery, that's...
Yeah.
Some people are really hooked on sriracha. They put that on everything.
Yeah, I find the sriracha overpowering. Like, it takes away too much from the flavor. It overpowers it. I used to use it as like a pasta sauce accessory a lot. Lily/Wine Mom says hi. She says, Mom. No worries, have fun, Whippies. We'll probably go just about another 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I'm not going to drag her out and be social. Do you mind if we stand and eat, or do you want, I can bring a chair over here? I think that's the one part of this set that I didn't. I can turn this around, but it might not work. You don't mind?
No.
You can start eating without me if you want. I'm not offended.
I will wait.
Okay.
I was raised right.
Yeah. With manners.
Well, I wasn't raised with a lot of things, but the one thing was strict manners.
I know. People always call me out for that. I'm always like, I'm so like anti-traditional, and then I was so strictly taught, like, yes please, thank you, may I, all that shit. It was like, it's a weird balance.
Only till you were about 10, and then I said you're on your own.
Yeah, that should help me get through life safely too, though.
Yeah. You just gotta know what you need to know, so if you have an interview, a job interview or something over a meal, you gotta know what you're doing.
This is the gochujang sauce, but it might be bad by now. I gotta give it a good check. It's really old.
How old is old?
A year, 2 years?
Oh,
It smells a little off, yeah. This is bad. But it's the best before date, you know.
Oh, it says February 2023, so...
It smells a bit tangy. I think I'm going to stay away.
Okay. Yeah. A little fermenty-ish.
Yeah. Happy to see Mom. Also hungry now. Well, time to get to cooking then, Wine Mom. Cheers, Mom. Thank you. I'll eat the 4-fork if you want.
That's okay. Anybody doesn't know, I'm the klutzy one, not Bayley, even though he thinks he's the klutzy one.
Yeah. I had to get it from somewhere. Oh, my water. It's good fuel too, though. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in again. March Madness, day 12. I've been trying out a bunch of different content with my buddy Raza here. Saturdays I'm looking like I'm doing these cooking streams, so don't be afraid to pop in. They may not all be as wholesome as this one, but I have fun with my mom. Maybe we'll make cooking streams a regular thing.
I could do quick vegan food.
That's why I think I need to do like food prep streams for me. So maybe we'll do like big, or do the soups, or show like big batch food, or I don't know. I made like 20 spring rolls last week for like my lunches. That would be a fun one to show, shit like that. I've been really dabbling with like spring rolls and wonton wrappers and stuff like that, because then I can just like make 25 of them, and there's my snacks for the week. Thank you.
My latest go-to, cabbage rolls, vegan cabbage rolls. Doesn't cost much money. And then you get a cabbage for $3. You make cabbage rolls, and you got cabbage left over, you can make coleslaw.
And you use lentils instead of ground beef?
Just mushrooms, rice, I make some rice on the side, and then in a pan, mushrooms, carrots, peppers, onions, garlic, and then put tomato paste in it, some of your Italian spices, and then add the rice, make it all together, and then boil water on the side and blanch your cabbage leaves one at a time.
Okay. Yeah.
And then have just a
So you
pasta
cheat with
sauce.
the leaves too.
Pasta sauce on the side, and then roll them all up, and then pour the sauce over them and put them in the oven.
What do you use to get like the richness that you would get from like beef tallow or the beef fat you'd
You don't
normally
miss
put
it. I mean, you could put cheese in them if you didn't want to go vegan. They make it like creamy on the inside. Like cream cheese or cheddar cheese.
I guess, yeah, there's probably a cheese alternative that would work too. Ooh, what if you put like a slice of halloumi in the middle?
You could. Yeah.
That's also not vegan, so.
No, but vegetarian.
My mom says that she made vegan cabbage rolls not long ago.
They're yummy.
It's a good balance. If I can figure out cheater ways to go about it, because I've only seen my old man grandpa bitching while he had to let the cabbage soak in buckets of ice.
What's the spice in this? Just pepper?
Yeah.
Let's get a kick.
Oh, a little bit of the paprika, and it's not. It's slightly. It's Indian paprika.
Got a bit of a kick.
Yeah, just a touch of that. No, it works out good. I needed this, and I'm going partying tonight, so I need vegetables.
Carbs and protein. Did you know your body just wants protein in the morning, doesn't want carbs until later in the day?
Yeah, I've noticed that slightly. I've kind of catered my diet to have like a fuel heavy but not carb heavy breakfast, and then I have a carb heavy lunch. Like I'm going to start making pastas for lunch and shit instead.
Yeah, it's the right way to go. When you wake up, your body wants protein because it's been resting. And protein is your major part of your body that it needs to refuel. So
Yeah, I've been doing like peanut butter and multigrain toast and like 2 or 3 eggs and then some kimchi to help it all fucking get down. I really, if you're out there and you're having like issues, you still feel lethargic when you're eating enough, you're eating a lot of fresh foods, like sometimes it's your gut bacteria, like it's not necessarily the same for everyone. I'm not saying kimchi is the magic answer, but in my case, like yogurts, kimchi, stuff like that really helps. Yeah, fermented foods help fix my gut so that I'm taking in everything from my food a bit more.
sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut does the same.
Yeah. Love sauerkraut.
I got both in my fridge. I do a lot of sauerkraut and kimchi, and it's really, that was my old man about, I figured that out like 27 or 28. I was like, okay, this is what's been wrong for me for the past few years.
So it's hard to keep your bacteria in your digestion in balance. Because if you're not in balance, you're not absorbing nutrients as much as you should be.
I agree. And I was like slightly aware, but I didn't get it. I didn't get why I was like craving sour cream in big batches and craving it. It was like, oh, I'm not listening to my body. Third question for both of us. What's your favorite dish?
I'm a pasta girl. Love my pasta. It could be any pasta. Lasagna, spaghetti, any meatballs. Any pasta. Not so much creamy pasta, but tomato pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken parmesan.
Yeah, it's tough. If you're asking me, like, my favorite food is goat roti. Like your style ass, your Trini, any one of those islands, goat roti. I'm a sucker for.
Roti's good.
I like how tender it is. It's like just the right amount of gamey. If it's actually stewed forever, it's like fall off the bone. And then I think when they cook the bones in it with the curry, then you're getting the marrow in the curry. Oh, man, you can tell when they actually like stewed the goat. But aside from that, is the childhood favorite, the one I used to ask for my birthday all the time, the mince and toddies.
Mince and toddies. Yeah. Mince and toddies or pasta for you. Or for the longest time you were salami cheese on Triscuits under the grill.
Yeah, I still like that. It's just expensive now. It's really expensive. But yeah, I used to like my childhood food was I'd take Triscuits, put them in a pan and cut an individual slice of cheese and put them in and toast them.
With some salami.
Salami, whatever I could get my hands on. I did it for a while, then cheese got so expensive by the time I was like a teenager. I hear as we get older, our stomach acids get weaker, so we need beta hydrochloric acid to help that, like digestive enzymes. That could make sense as you get older. It changes, definitely.
But that applies to anybody in this day and age because all the processed foods we eat, the more we eat takeout, the less our enzymes. Like you're killing our enzymes in our system, so you don't have to be old not to have enzymes.
Yeah, do you think it's like much longer? What do you mean by manza? Oh, what we were saying, mince. Oh, here, type it. Mince and toddies.
Oh. It's my cheap version. Whenever I say I'm making a recipe, I always say it's Jeanette's version of.
So mince and toddies is like a Scottish dish. It's like a original dish. It was like a World War II dish, so it's like nothing. It's just like cheap food, and it's mashed potatoes with like a gravy made out of like just ground beef and peas, and that's it.
Well, that's my version. I'm sure if you Google the recipe, there'd be other stuff in it. It's kind of like Bubble and Squeak. It's from the war. It's like you know, cabbage and your leftovers and fry them all up. Kind of what you did, but with cabbage.
Yeah.
Because they had a lot of cabbage after the war.
Yeah, and I just liked how it all combined it gently. It was like trustworthy flavors. It's hearty. It's filling.
It's mashed potatoes and gravy, basically.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with that. So it's something just homey because that's what I always had as a kid. That's why it's my favorite dish. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like the coolest or best flavored, but it's filling, it's bang on, it doesn't really take
it's like
much.
Why some people like meatloaf. It reminds them of home.
It's my meatloaf. It's my meatloaf.
Yeah. Because I never made meatloaf.
There's always medium on it, so I don't care. When Mom says Bubbles and Squeak is a fave of hers.
It's just the name itself is cute. Yeah. Bayley was a difficult child to feed because he liked everything, and I had health issues, so I had to watch what I ate. So sometimes I'd have to make him certain foods and then not eat it myself.
Yeah. Because I was always the same way. I don't necessarily need to eat fancy or specific foods, but I need to change it up. I get bored. I gotta eat something different every day. So it's like literally depressing. But okay, cool. I get you. There's more to eat than the food. Yeah, exactly. There's more to eating than the food. Sometimes, well, like we're talking about the mince and toddies, like it's like a warm feeling. It's the comfort food. That's not necessarily the best one ever.
There was a study done that, and how they figured it out, I don't know. And when I read these things, I don't research them. I just read the articles. And that if you have a positive feeling before you take a moment and you're mindful that you're eating instead of just rushing your food, and you show appreciation and positive feelings while eating, then you digest 50% more of the nutrients of what you're eating.
Yeah, I've read this too. As I've been trying to apply the hippie philosophies because it's supposed to be you're supposed to be at ease, and our worker bee capitalist society has got it's like eat a hot dog, keep it moving, but you're not actually pushing any of that through.
Yeah, well, you know that I'm a big sports person, and a lot of places there's a big break in the afternoon because they're really big on it's mealtime. You're going to everybody breaks and sits down and has a proper meal. Whereas in North America, it's just, no, keep going, keep going, just keep working, keep eating, keep working. Whereas a lot of countries, it is a break. Everybody shuts down for 2 hours. They go home and they have a meal, and it's not rushed.
Yeah, it's funny, the balance, but that's why you gotta combat the capitalist systems by setting boundaries for yourself that make yourself comfortable. And also, see you later, wine mom. And I agree with Aleem here. Whatever is made with love, it never gets old.
There you go. That's philosophy. And we need Valerie on that one.
Oh yeah, true. But still, there's a lot of MSG in there too.
You can do a lot of, well, you can do a lot of, in Valerie's philosophy, you can do a lot of healing with food by putting positive energy.
Can HX Lauren asks also, hello, nice to see you for the first time. Can your mom still carry you? Definitely not. And I'm not trying to hurt her back, just for stream. Nice ass though, nice ass. That's the best question of the day so far. Thanks for stopping by, guys. You already missed the cooking part of it. You're gonna have to go back and watch the VOD if you want to see us make the food. We made a potato hash. Brian, Shannon says, you could carry me in a wagon.
Maybe more push. I don't like pulling, but I think we're at the stage where he could carry me now.
Thanks for the follow, Lauren. Appreciate it. Yeah, I could definitely carry you. I could do a couple mom squats. Probably not a lot though.
Not right now.
Well, I don't know.
Mom has arthritis.
We ain't getting paid enough to do mom squats.
Yeah.
Well, once we get a check for this, then yeah. Once we get checks, then we do mom squats.
Notice the wrist, the brace on the wrist.
Yeah.
When you get older, you get arthritis, and that's from years of chopping.
In a stroller? Yeah, I don't know. I think I lost a lot of weight, but we'll see if she could push me in a stroller.
If someone wants us to do that and put it on the thing, I would push them in a stroller.
Oh God. Yeah, 10 subs for a stroller video. Sounds like a bad Instagram model hustle. Sorry, bad joke to make with a mom.
No, I think it's fun.
Yeah, that's what I found out. What about one of those weird niches? Like all these people sell these specialty services, per se. People buy videos of people farting on cakes.
Don't try that.
Yeah, but it's so easy, Mom. You know when I can make, you don't want me to get my internet frame from farting on cakes? I figured I was trying to tell Raza I'll fart on the cakes if he makes the stepping on videos.
What's that stepping on?
Because there people also pay for videos of you stepping on cakes with bare feet.
Well, I think I'd rather step on it.
Exactly, so I was like, I'll take the end of the
So are
stick
you
right
farting
now.
on the cake for the sake of just farting on the cake, or are you trying to blow out a candle on the cake?
Well, ideally you do the candle trick once you get it down, but you're also adding more
Well, how do you-
danger to the
but
scenario.
then how do you know you're farting on the cake unless you have a candle to blow up?
I think that's part of the risk of business that you take when you're looking for videos in that niche. Someone could be trying to fake you out. Yeah, it's getting weird. Like, there's people who like pay for videos of people putting their fingers in pasta, shit like that. It's creepy. It's creepy. No judgment, though. I mean, to each of their own.
So is TikTok going to be banned?
Definitely not. I could see them keeping it banned off of government phones, but they should already be banning all social media apps off of government phones because they're all fucking tracking you. I do see them putting in the time limiter for youth, though. I do see them saying, if you're 18 and under, 16, probably 16, I foresee. 16 and under, you get an hour to 2 hours screen time. But then, they're also talking about kids nowadays. It's not like they know what a VPN is. They already, yeah. So, I think they'll install it, but then all the kids are just gonna say they're in the States and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So, I kind of support it. I think it's good. I think it's also like, even if it doesn't work, it's like kind of the one of like, we have drinking laws, but you know, teenagers break that shit all the time. So you kind of like, same thing. Still, at least creates that stigma that you shouldn't be on it all day, even if. But that could make it more popular to be on it all day. So it's a catch-22. I'm really torn. I've been processing this one.
So I'm just wondering because it seems everybody's on TikTok other than me, but.
Like the Chinese government owns it, and they put all the limits on their citizens. So if they know what it's supposed to be doing and they're saying this is bad, then we don't have to be as extremist as them. But it's definitely worth taking note of if it's their thing and they're saying we don't want you to look at this. It kind of shows that it's probably not good for you. Liam asked question number 4. What's one of your most favorite memories of when you were younger together?
Together.
Yeah, almost drowning at Disneyland.
That's your favorite memory?
No, I'm just the first one that came to my mind.
Well, I do remember that because you wouldn't leave me alone. And then you went and almost got yourself drowned.
They're big waves. I was still a little kid.
No, I don't know what is our favorite. I mean, I think if we go really far back, before you were in school, we used to, after dinner, we used to blow up a balloon and play Keep It Up on the kitchen floor.
Oh, is that why I always like that? Yeah, I always loved that shit. I always like keep ups.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then
I like fishing.
and then when you got old, and then also too that 2-3-year-olds, we used to go around and poke anthills.
Yeah, I always loved poking. Hello, Beer Jesus. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. First time in the chat. We already finished the cooking part. You're catching us near the end. Appreciate you stopping by anyway. And poking anthills. I was just going through my tin full of rocks from when I used to dig in the ground in Alberta.
Some rocks, yeah.
Pull up all those fossils and shit.
Yeah.
I used to like to dig a lot. I still don't get why.
And then my favorite.
Still can distract me if I turn off my brain. If I just sit there and dig, it's weird. I like a little mole person.
Yeah, you're just playing with stuff on the ground. And then when you were older, remember we decided that we needed to do something together once a week, just for us two, and we were trying to play squash, and we were so bad at it.
Oh yeah, the squash was fun. Those were good times because that was YMCA, that was exploring. I was a Scarborough kid. We didn't really. I appreciated how much you were able to like take me out for new experiences. So squash was like one of those goofy ones.
And we were awful at it, and I couldn't stop laughing.
It's kind of like Red A to an extreme. I really liked it, but it's too much to book all the time, and all the rich guys are always cramped up in it. It's so hard to do in the city.
Yeah.
But,
And it's hard, period. It's just hard to do.
oh man, my roommate, oh yeah, you know this, but for stream, my roommate Mike was like a competitive squash player. It was just insane because he could like drop the thing anywhere, so you're just running a fucking marathon because he knows
In
what
a
he's
little
doing.
box.
Yeah. So he'd just stand there and doink it, and you're just like, this. When you got to his level, it's like a legitimate sport. I was like, it's always underappreciated. I think it's because of who participates in it, but you know, prejudices exist.
Yeah. One is another good memory. When we used to go to coolies, nobody here would know what a coolie is to go fishing. I remember each coolie had different things. Like one had Velveeta cheese for the fish, and the other one was pink popcorn.
That was in Alberta?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was here.
No.
I thought it was older.
It was Gail that gave us that tip.
Then I do remember that.
Driving to the coolies, fishing in the coolies.
It was a cool gimmick for kids. That was like those ponds full of fish, and just it gave me a get sick. I got used to it so that I could do it in nature on my own a bit better. I didn't feel as worried about it. But, yeah, I don't know.
Because when you're supposed to say everything that you did with me was great.
Everything that you did with me was great. I'm trying to think. We have a bunch of little cute ones, but I don't have one that's like a top tier memory. That's why. When I had my allergic reaction, that one goes to the top as well.
That was funny. Yeah, I'm not the most sympathetic mom. That's the problem. So Bayley had to play on a fractured leg in football because I was just you're fine.
Molly dropped some hearts in the chat. Nice to see you, Molly. Thank you for stopping by.
We finished cooking.
Don't be afraid to drop a sub on the channel. Don't be afraid to drop a follow, Beer Jesus. Be around. We're doing a March Madness marathon. We're going to try to make content every single day this month. They all seem top tier, XO. Our cute little stories seem top tier. Yeah, my mom wouldn't be the most empathetic all the time, and because we had to like treat each other a bit more like siblings, since it was just us, so it was like I had an allergic reaction. What was it to? Penicillin, because I had penicillin, because I got
We
shot up
we
for
both
the
got
swollen
really
knee.
sick. No,
Yeah.
we both got really sick that year. We were both coughing. So we finally got medicine. We got penicillin. They gave you penicillin for some reason.
And that was, I just woke up in the morning, and my entire, like, my tongue was swollen, I was covered in dots, I was, like, starting to swell up, and I'm not, like, the type, I was, like, a 16-year-old boy, I don't, like, go knock on my mom's door, and I had to, like, humble my mom, Mom, I think you should look at me.
He looked like Daffy Duck. His lips were all sticking out.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing at him.
And then she had work, and I had to sit in the car. She drove to work before we went and got myself treated. I mean, like, I could be having an anaphylactic reaction. Like, it's okay. You'll be fine. Where I get it from?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But you were fine. It was just whoever you were texting with was telling you could die, and you were getting all
That's true.
freaked out.
Because I thought I might have
I
anaphylaxis
think
as
that was
well.
Emily. Emily was telling you could die, and I'm like, no.
I thought I might have anaphylaxis, and then it was also, because it turned out that I had mono.
And you had some,
I
because
had
you said as soon
mono,
as they
and that's
saw
why I
your
was
chest,
allergic to the
but how-
penicillin.
when we did get to the hospital, as soon as they saw how red your chest was, they said it was a penicillin reaction.
And then that was also a testament to like how much of a grindcore guy I was. I was like playing football and rugby, sick with mono, and I was like, oh, I just feel a little off. I had full on mono, and then everyone on the team was mad at me because it's like I didn't know though. But I had too much of the tough guy nature back then. I wasn't even trying to be tough. It was just like, oh, I guess I just felt tired.
Mom. You'll be fine. You're fine.
I don't know. I think it's also boys. I was also skateboarding constantly. We're all always falling off of shit. I understand how you get that attitude. It's not like a neglectful. You'll be
No,
fine.
I never neglected you. I always checked in with you, but
Shouts out for the follow, Kodo. Thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. Catch new content like this all the time over here, fam. Lisa Simpson had mono once. Apparently, it's the kissing disease. Yes, that's what I was told, and that's why I was mocked by the team. Because then I had mono, and they're like, oh, how'd you get it? And then I was like, well, if you got it from me, everyone's going to ask you where you got it from. That was my comeback. So if you make fun of me for this, it's going to backfire if you catch it. But yeah, it is. It's just because it has to be like saliva or blood contact. So it's the kissing disease, but realistically, you could share a joint with someone.
yeah,
And
you share a
typically,
cup.
cup or joint or something like that, which is most typically how it does get passed on. But mono knowledge. We're both full of useless
'Cause it-
facts, eh? We
yeah,
could
'cause
both
it
just
was
spit this out.
Because it was a fond memory.
So I figure we'll tidy on streams, then that kills time, and we hang out with them for a bit longer, and then we'll close up. You can keep talking. You relax. You be moms.
Well, I can watch.
You relax. You relax. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because we got that real sick that one time, and we thought it was swine flu.
I was never sicker than that summer. That was awful.
No, I think so too. If it wasn't swine flu, it was something that was a way more serious than the common cold doctors were saying
I
it
wasn't the
was.
best parent. I remember taking you to rugby, and you weren't driving yet, and I said, you might have to drive home.
That was.
I was so sick driving to Oakville from Scarborough.
I remember this, yeah. And I almost blacked out on the field while I was sick with that stuff. That was
it
like
was awful.
the worst.
I don't know what it was.
I took a week or two off after that, I remember, because I was like a kid. I'm always the tough guy, keep playing, keep practicing. So I almost fell over, fainted on the field. I can't, that's unhealthy. Especially playing rugby. Get someone trampling over my neck.
Oh, you're going to
I'm just going to throw it out.
Okay, the whole thing, yeah.
Yep. What did we cook? Potato hash. Potato hash. We wanted to show one of my first cheap college meals that got me through it. So you whip them up in a pan. I'm pretty sure my mom would have shown you how to make that one, Molly.
No, we went a little fancy. Molly and I did the vegan cabbage rolls.
Okay. Oh, that's what you just did recently. That's how it
But
got brought up.
recently Molly's discovered my enchiladas.
The enchiladas are fire. The enchiladas are fire, but they do require not a lot, but a couple resources.
Yeah, I have recipes that I call easy but messy. They're one of the messy ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're easy enough. It's just a pot for everything. You're cooking everything and then having to put them together.
But you still need that shredded chicken and cheese money, though. You know
No,
what
I
mean?
don't put cheese in them.
Oh, you don't put cheese in your enchiladas?
No. I just get cheap chicken, boil it down, and then add black beans and rice.
That's a pretty good balance.
It's all about the sauce.
Oh my god, I found it so good. Oh, they were so good. I found it hard to believe they weren't from a restaurant.
My enchiladas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was always a luxury. I didn't, she used to feed them to me all the time before I knew fully what they were, like what enchiladas were. And as a kid, I remember them always being a surprise. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, this is good.
Yeah, you were raised with good food.
Yeah, and options again, I think, is the main thing, right? Like we weren't balling, but we'd always have something different on the plate, and that was fulfilling, I think, for my young brain. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think part of it too was just we were on a budget, right? So you got to get creative with flavors when you don't have top of the line.
You gotta get creative with play. Yeah. And appreciate all the questions, Liam. Thank you. This is fun. Question number 5 and final for the night or day. What movie or song reminds you of the other?
Oh, I know, but Bailey's not gonna like it because he doesn't know.
What?
Because it's kind of like a love song, and a lot of people used to dance to it at their wedding. But I think of you whenever I hear it, and if I loved you before I met you.
Oh, that's cute. I don't know it that well, but I do know it.
Yeah.
It's just the Sunshine song, the You Are My Sunshine one. That's the one that's used in all the movies, but you did it all the time. Yeah, the You Are My Sunshine, my only sunshine. That one?
Well, when you're a baby, there's always this old man is what you got sang to, because that's what would put you to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's the song by your first, the one you mentioned?
I don't know. It's just on my list from the cafe, and there's over 2,000 songs on that iPod.
What was the song title?
I loved you before I met you. I think I dreamed you into life. Those are the lyrics. I knew I loved you before I met you. I think I dreamed you into life. Maybe like a Backstreet Boys or something.
It's this Savage Garden, I think.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Or Paul Hyde. Savage Garden or Paul Hyde.
It's a sappy song that people played at their weddings, but it's, when I hear it, I think of you.
I think Savage Garden sounds right with the playlist that you would have gotten it from our friend.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, for me, it's just the Sunshine songs there. I don't know, maybe just some Beatles because of the cafe, like Obladi, Oblada, that one, shit like that. Strawberry Fields, that shit makes me think of you in the restaurant. Yeah, Molly called it a Savage Garden. I would agree, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say ask Molly, she'd be able to find it out pretty quick.
I think it's fitting, it makes sense.
Does Aleem have a song that he thinks of when he thinks of Bayley?
Yeah, Liam, what's the song you think of when you think of me? That's a good one. That's a funny one. Probably one of his songs, I bet. Which I don't think is egotistical.
No.
I think I've helped
Not at
him
all.
film them and shit, so. That's a good question. Thank you for stopping by, Molly. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate it. This was a good first test. Stoked that I could get the cooking stream to work. The next one might be a bit more chaotic and festive, but if everyone's liking how the mom stream went, we'll have mom come by again. We'll do some batch cooking of some sort.
Or flour stuff.
Flowers?
Fancy stuff.
I always got spots next week for any of that shit. I need to build some shelving too, so. Yeah, no worries, Molly. Since you're watching on YouTube, when we're done, or even right now, I would probably recommend when we're done, you can just scroll back to the beginning and it's posted as a full YouTube video as well. So that's why I do the simulcasting for everyone who's not like a complete Twitch geek.
And some of us don't even know what Twitch is.
Yeah, it is one of his songs, and it's Hey Dave. Sorry?
Oh, one of his songs.
Yeah, one of his songs called Hey Dave. It's like a punk sounding song that he made. And then for Aleem's mom, it would be If by the band Bread. Which
I know Bread. Yeah, if the fates can launch 1,000 ships, then what would I do?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, good song.
Yeah, good song, good song. Yeah, Modern Tech Molly. We're live on the Twitches, we're live on the YouTubes, and then that way I'm trying to make it more accessible for people who aren't necessarily as geeky as I.
He's even trying Facebook.
I do Facebook for my Antique Roadshows on Tuesdays, which is where I show off my eBay business. I'm going to try to be doing that a bit more on a daily basis, but that's the main day where I tour some of my collectibles and show the behind the scenes of that hustle. Thank you for all the follows today, too. I see a lot of people came through with the rando follows. Hope to see you in the future. Appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you sharing space, Aleem. Aleem says thank you and thanks for the answers. It was very healing. You should have seen the smile that she just had on.
I'd like to spend time with Aleem.
Yes, my mom would like to spend time with you if you didn't hear that. Okay, I gotta check the meal. Always looking for new, easy, cheap, delicious meals. Oh yeah. This one's not that complicated to cook. And we gave some pro tips along the way. What you can add for more protein, etc., why we do certain things certain ways.
Yeah, Molly's a decent cook.
And yeah, thank you for sharing space, Aleem. Always grateful for the way you engage in passionate ways and help bring creative ideas to others. Questions were fun, and you and Afro were so welcoming to all the randos who popped in, so I appreciate your contributions to this little community that we're building.
I like the questions.
Yeah? This is the fun part about this streaming, eh? I like the interaction in that format.
Yeah, it's like hanging out with my son and everybody watching.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Molly. We're finishing up soon enough, so good time. She says, have a fabulous rest of your day, you guys. It was great. The food looked amazing. Yeah, thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Just to maybe do a longer one next time, but this was a good first try. I'm very happy with where we got.
Let's go.
The camera angles look really good too. I'm surprised. I just thought this up. I'm happy to see my visions come to life.
And his kitchen is like 8 feet by 4 feet.
I know. That's how we're able to squish in here. It will be funny. It will be evident. I have 2 of my friends coming, so we're all going to be like crammed up. That's why I put that one there, that main one on us. So then if someone wants to dawdle over that way, they could just turn the camera and hang out over there and yell at us. Someone's going to get too squished in and claustrophobic, but... yeah. Can't see your mom's head very well though. Oh, because she's in the other camera angle. Oh, because you probably warped out a little bit without even using that. Fair enough. Thank you, Molly. It's more handy when we're moving around and stuff, but that's true. I'm getting rid of that camera soon. Well, I'm waiting for it to sell, but it's like a used car. You know, it's one of those, it's got value, but it's only if people want it. It's really frustrating, but at least I can make use of it while I have it. That's just what clicked. So I was like, well, if I got it, at least I can still use it while I have it here. About to head out too then. Peace, G. Have a good night. Have a good night, fam. Yeah, I'll see you around. I'm letting loose today. Any words for Aleem?
No. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the questions.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Shannon, Ryan. They said, great stream, guys. Really had fun with this one. Have a great one.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys for supporting. It was a good first try, so I'm very grateful that everyone enjoyed at the same level we did. Oh, no, thank you for your joy and inspiration, my friend. Peace, peace. Peace, God. Here. Then I'm pretty happy here.
We're good?
Do you have any final messages you want to leave with the people?
No, cooking's not hard, and keep it simple.
Don't go. No, sorry, Molly. We'll let you know. Maybe this was working, so we'll let you know. You sub to the YouTube channel. You can always pop in. Yeah. So cooking. Your lessons of the day is that cooking can be more affordable. Sharp knife. Don't overthink shit.
Yeah, keep it simple.
And if you're absorbing knowledge about cooking, try to take in the different lessons about the different recipes and be patient with yourself, because it's not necessarily about making the fancy food with all the ingredients. It's about pulling
Getting the right flavor.
yeah, and the concepts from that.
Yeah.
But last one, you know what it is? It's Marching in Madness. We started a March Madness Marathon where we're trying a bunch of different types of contests. This was my first go at this one. Tomorrow we're streaming more F1 stuff, and Monday we're back to our podcast. Our edited version of our movie club where we just watch Bad Times at the El Royale should be coming out on Monday. And you can catch my partner Raza on this same channel making a whole variety of content. His stuff is a little bit more catered towards gaming, and I help bring the variety otherwise. So, if you like what you're seeing, you know what it is. You subscribe, follow on Twitch, and we appreciate you coming by. Yeah, love you, internets. The mic will be on for a second because I got to turn it off in there, so don't say anything embarrassing. Thank you.